Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So today's video is going to be another video focused on holiday makeup releases. This will be part 3 in my wish list or won't touch video series. I will have the other 2 linked down below in case you're interested in what I've talked about previously with some makeup holiday releases. But I'm just going to be touching on a few products here and then letting you know if I'm planning on adding them to my wish list or if I am not touching them. So I have a lot to talk about, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so first up I want to talk about Anastasia Beverly Hills because she's been releasing lots of stuff. So she did release 2 new blush kits, and these actually kind of caught me off guard because she just released blush trios not that long ago. And I don't know, now she's releasing these blush kits. These I'm fairly sure are going to be a limited edition. Most holiday releases are, so I don't know if it's just like a limited edition blush kit thing and the blush trios are sticking around. I have heard some people say the blush trios are going to be going discontinued. I'm not really sure about that, but what we do know right now is that there are these blush kits. And so these are already available, and there's 2 different blush kits. There's the Radiant Blush Kit and the Gradient Blush Kit. They are $30 each and you get 4 shades, and I believe you also get a mirror too, which is really nice. They look very similar to like the Glow Kit packaging, except they are blushes. Looks like really big pans. I'm a little bit torn because I have gravitated towards them, but it's like I want 1 to 2 shades in each palette. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Gradient palette, there's a shade Dusk, which a lot of people are saying is really pretty to contour with. Like I would like that also in the blush kit, because the other one, the Radiant Blush Kit, you know, those are all like your pinks and like peachy colors for blushes, which is fantastic. But I would love to have just a little bit different of a shade in there because these kind of look very, very similar. I mean, a lot of blush kits do. So there's that, but they look a little bit too similar. I would like to like flip-flop 1 or 2 of the shades, but I mean, you know, whatever, it makes sense, I guess. But that's the only thing that I'm kind of like, I don't know if I would like it or if it would be like one of those things where I only reached in for the one shade, the one shade, the one shade. Is it worth $30? I don't know. So I looked at them really long and hard because they caught my attention right away. But I ended up talking myself out of even putting them on my wish list and asking for them around the holiday time because I just don't think I would get enough use out of them. And, you know, if I was going to buy it myself, I wouldn't want to spend the $30 because I think I would really only be reaching in for 1 shade. So that's what I decided there, and I was a little bit bummed about that. But the other item that she came out with is a new glow kit, and this one caught my attention immediately. This one is called the Sugar Glow Kit. It's $40 like the other glow kits are. Has the 4 different shades in there. But what I found interesting about this one is it has some repeat shades from past glow kits. So it has Butterscotch and Marshmallow, which came in the Sweets Glow Kit. If you watched my recent highlight declutter video, I actually decluttered 2 Anastasia glow kits. I decluttered that glow and then also my Sweets Glow Kit. And in the video, I even said I am eyeing the new glow kit that Anastasia came out with, and I think I want to get that one. And so I decluttered both of those in mind, thinking, you know, I might have a new glow kit coming in. It kind of made me feel not as bad. But because this glow kit has 2 shades in there from the Sweets kit that I decluttered, I remember I loved Marshmallow. I thought that was such a cool shade. Butterscotch I couldn't really wear on my skin as a highlight, but I actually did wear that on my eyes. But it also has Starburst, and I can't remember which original glow kit Starburst came in, but I don't think that glow kit is available anymore. And everybody loves Starburst. I still see people using Starburst, so I'm like, I want Starburst too, you know? So there's that. And then also Gumdrop, which Gumdrop looks super, super cool on the swatches. My friend Liv from Liv Loves Her Makeup was swatching this the other night, and I was like, yes, 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 I want. So the only shade that I'm not sure I would wear as an actual highlight would be Butterscotch, but I feel like the other ones I would get good use out of. So at least it's, you know, 3 versus 1 instead of 1 versus 3, like with the blush kit. So I am really considering this one. I am putting it on my wish list. I'm definitely interested in the Sugar Glow Kit from Anastasia, but I want to know, have you picked up either the blush kits or the new glow kit, and what do you think about them? Give me some feedback. So I talked recently about Becca Cosmetics. I think it actually was in a regular Will I Buy It video. I've been trying to keep my Will I Buy It and the holiday videos a little bit separate, but I know I'm kind of overlapping here and there. There's just so many holiday releases. It's just craziness. So I mentioned in a past video about the Becca like Apres Ski Glow Eye Palette thing, and at first like I was very confused in the video. I didn't know if it was highlights, if it was eyeshadows. It turns out it is eyeshadows. They're highlights but reformulated for the eyes. I don't know, it was kind of confusing, but I still was like trying to talk myself into it. I was like, no, you do want this. But I said we have seen a teaser of something new for the Becca holiday collection, and I want to see what that is because maybe I would want that. And then we finally found what this is, and I was like, yep, that is what I want. So this is called the Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. It is $54 and it has 6 different shades in there. So there's a highlighter in Icicle, there's a blush in Winterberry, which is new, there's a bronzer in Bronzed Bondi, a luminous blush in Blushed Copper, a highlighter in Opal, and then a highlighter in Rose Quartz. And I'm so excited. And then once again, Liv was watching this on her Snapchat the other night, and I just wrote into her, sold, with that like $ flying away, you know? That's what I wrote on, because I was like, yes. I was a little bit worried about the blush and bronzer, like not 100% that they would look the greatest on me. They look to be for maybe a bit of a deeper skin tone, so I'm not 100% those would be great on me, which is the only thing that has me worried. But Liv is even fairer than me, and she has it. So I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go with it anyways, is I'm really excited about all these highlights as well. So there is Opal, which I used to own Opal, and I did declutter it in my highlighter declutter because it has shattered, so I would love to be able to have that back. And I'm just like all around excited for this. I even said in my highlight declutter video that I need more Becca highlights. I said it, I put it out there, and then I saw this and I was like, yes, I need you. It is $54, so I'm kind of trying to decide between Becca and Anastasia because 54 and 40, that's a lot of highlights. I mean, you know, I have been on a highlight no buy, but I've been doing really well, so I feel like I should be rewarded. And it's the holidays, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this one on my wish list too. I need to decide once it really comes down to buying what holiday releases I want to do. I'm probably gonna have to decide between the two, so weigh in, let me know which one you think I need more, but as of right now, the Becca one is also on my wish list. You guys know I was getting a lot of tags on this next one, and my eyes went approximately something like that. Some new holiday releases from Natasha Denona. Oh yes, so she has 2 new eyeshadow palettes for the holidays. There is Joya, and I don't know if that's pronounced Aeris. My dog's name is Aeris, and she's now looking at me like, did you need me? You need me to come on camera? Our limited edition. Most holiday releases are, and they are $48 each, and they each have 5 different shades. So Joya is like, Joya reminded me of the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona, or like the ColourPop Yes Please, with the yellows, the reds, the cranberries, the golds, things like that. And then Aeris is, every time, Aeris has a really beautiful blue in there, and it also has some of the reds too, and what looks to be like a gold. So these are very interesting. I mean, they definitely caught my attention. I have been wanting to try Natasha Denona for so long, and I've talked about her in so many videos, but her regular eyeshadow palettes are very, very expensive. I mean, even these, just for 5 shades, it's $48. And you know, that is pretty pricey for what you are getting. So, and it also, I thought this was interesting. It says that featuring a new formula combined with the classic formulas. And that, I get a little flustered how fast companies switch up their formulas, especially when you have a formula that clearly works and is so loved, like the Natasha Denona. I'm like, why are you feeling the need to change it up? It's just kind of strange to me. But I'm definitely interested in both of these palettes. I put both of them on my personal wish list because I'm like, yes, are you kidding me? That looks amazing. I don't know, having to pick, I almost want to say that I would want the Joya because it's like the Sunset palette and the Yes Please, but guess who got the Yes Please palette from ColourPop? This girl right here. My friend Candace, she sent it to me, and I was like, girl, no you didn't. No you didn't. Yay! So I'm going to be using that in a video coming up soon, which I'm super excited about. So that almost makes me pull more towards Aeris and want to get that one. There's that really cool blue in there. There's still that red in there that I, you know, have been talking about how much I've loved that. So I feel like I would almost, if I had to choose, I feel like I would actually gravitate more towards Aeris just because I feel like now I maybe wouldn't need the Joya one. So that's what I'm thinking, and if I decide to purchase these myself, I think I might actually do it because I know it's $48 for 5 shades and that's still expensive, but I would really like to be able to just try the Natasha Denona eyeshadows and see if there's something that I'm as hyped over as everybody else, and then would it be worth it for me to consider investing in one of her larger, more expensive eyeshadow palettes. So Natasha Denona, you are on my wish list. You're pretty much always on my wish list. I would love to know if you guys are putting these on your wish list, or have you tried the Natasha Denona yet, or do you think it's a better idea to start off small and then work your way up like I'm planning to do? Let me know some feedback. Urban Decay is releasing a new heavy metal holiday collection. This includes a metallic eyeshadow palette in heavy metals, which has 20 shades and it's $55. And then also a new Vice Metal meets matte lipstick palette, which is 6 shades for $35. And they also introduced new heavy metal glitter liners. There are 6 different shades of those. It says that these will all be available October 15th online, and then it looks like October 29th in stores. So one of the things that caught my attention first actually was those heavy metal glitter liners. I have Midnight Cowboy, I think is what it's called. It came in one of those Sephora sets that I purchased last year, I think it was, and I actually really like it. It is a good glitter liner. It didn't burn my eyes. I was very impressed with that. So when I saw new shades were coming out, I was like, those actually would not be a bad purchase at all. The lip palette, I mean, I know that I would skip over the lip palette because I've talked about it before. Lip palettes aren't something that's super practical for me. I am not a makeup artist and I have no future plans on becoming a makeup artist or like building a kit or anything like that for doing makeup on other people. So for just like your average consumer, to me, it isn't practical. I know other people have weighed in saying like why they think lip palettes work better for them, and that's great, but for me they just don't make a ton of sense. Definitely the eyeshadow palette, the Heavy Metals eyeshadow palette, it looks really cool. The packaging is very interesting on it with the mirror like in the middle of it, and then it has different shades, the 10 different shades on each side. I don't think I would get it though because I don't think I would get the most use out of it, and when I'm buying items that are more expensive, I want to really feel confident that I'm going to be reaching into them a lot, and it looks like there's really no matte shades in here. It's all those the shimmer shades, the glitter shades, things like that, and it actually has quite a fair amount of neutrals. It's not all just super colorful or anything, but I still just don't think that I would reach for it on a super consistent basis. And there's other eyeshadow palettes that I'm purchasing. You know, I've already talked about how many items I'm putting on my wish list for the holidays that, you know, I'll probably get a handful of them myself. So this didn't give me a double take, and that's my biggest indicator of not needing to talk myself into something. If something doesn't grab my attention right away, I can just move on to the next item, and that one just didn't give me the pull. But if you love Urban Decay, I can totally see if you're really excited about this for sure. And one thing that I really would recommend are those glitter liners. I think they're really good. If you love glitter, if you're a big fan of glitter liners and you haven't tried the Urban Decay yet, I definitely do think that they are worth it because I really do enjoy mine. One more item that I want to talk about, and it is a set. I was just very casually browsing the Sephora app, and this one popped up and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. This is from Milk Makeup. It's called the A-Team. So it says it's a gift set of travel size versions of Milk Makeup's best-selling sticks. I personally really enjoy a lot from Milk Makeup, so I was like, what do you got in here? Because I'm also a sucker for sets. It is what it is. So there's a glitter stick in Techno, the matte bronzer in Bait, the highlighter in Lit, the cooling water, the blur stick, and the holographic stick in Mars. Now these are all minis, but it is $39 for the 6 products, and I was like, that is not a bad price at all. That actually had me pretty excited. So I definitely got interested and was like, do I need this? Do I? But I decided that for me myself, I don't need it because I do have the blur stick and I also do have the holographic stick. I have full sizes of them, and like I feel like I'm never going to go through them. Maybe the blur stick, actually. I should look at my blur stick and see how much is used up, because I use that thing quite a bit. I have always wanted to try the cooling water stick. I've heard good things about that. I have the cleanser and the toner sticks as well, and I think they're really good. I have the hydrating oil stick. I thought that was awesome in the summer. So I was kind of hoping maybe one of those would be in there, because then I totally would have bought it to have like travel size, even though those are super easy to travel with and they almost always come with me because they're so handy. I was like, I totally would have done it. But for me, since I already own 2 of the items and I really only want to try, like I really have been eyeing the cooling water, I bet that I would like the matte bronzer. The glitter stick doesn't catch my attention too much. I bet that I would like the bronzer and the highlighter, but then I also do have the Mars highlighter, so it's like, did I need another highlighter? I already added so many highlights to my wish list that it's a little ridiculous. It's like, you know, I don't think this would be great for me, but I think this would be a really good set. If you are interested in some of these items, or you've wanted to try Milk makeup, this I think would be a good one, or it could even be a good you know, set to give away. Or even if you have a couple different girlfriends, you know, you could give them a mini apiece or 2 minis or whatever it is. And that's why I really enjoy buying the holiday sets myself, because I feel like they're really good to be able to gift either as a whole set, or you can break up the items inside amongst other people. So I thought that was definitely really interesting. So I did want to mention this one because it caught my attention right away. So that's $39 for 6 minis. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this holiday makeup releases video, wishlist versus won't touch. Wishlist really expanded after this video, but that's okay. That's what happens. I would love to know what you guys thought of all of the products that I mentioned. Which ones caught your attention? Which ones are you adding to your wish list? And which ones are you like, girl, bye. Girl, bye too. Let me know what you would like to see featured in the next holiday releases video. I'll probably be doing one in about 2 weeks. I kind of want to do these every 2 weeks or so, so let me know what you would like to see. I will have my playlist for my Will I Buy It videos listed down below. They are very similar in format to these types of videos also, but I know you guys really enjoyed those videos, so I wanted to do the same, focusing on the holiday releases. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying these videos, and if you did enjoy this one, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video.